Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Players here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're inside of Hogwarts Legacy and we have got so much information inside of the community for you guys to help make your game a load better. So make sure that you do all these things, as we've got things for controller players, things about looting, and a load of things with regards to the currency inside of this game. So with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you also would be so kind, when we hit 50,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway for an Xbox Series S plus a game of your choice. If you want to get involved with it, head down to the description, follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, make sure you're a subscriber here on the channel and leave a comment on this video with your username and the platform you follow me on. That being said, let's dive on in. So starting off for controller players, this was an absolute night and day change, and they really specified this one to the nth degree, and I cannot blame them. But there was a post on Reddit which actually posted up saying if you turn down your camera acceleration all the way down and camera sensitivity all the way up, it is a night and day change and it makes the game feel so much smoother. Now I've done this myself and can confirm it is literally so much better playing it like this, and apparently this has been a thing for a lot of other games, although I've never done it myself. But now I have done it inside of this and I can genuinely tell you guys that the game feels so much smoother and so much nicer without the acceleration and with an intensive camera sensitivity. So go into your settings and make sure you alter that right now. It's definitely worth doing for you controller players. Next up, we're going to talk about loot inside of your gear slots. Now, it's really important that we don't dismantle unless you really have to. There's a massive issue inside of this game, and it seems to be the currency of gold coins, and it is a little bit difficult to come by. They're not the most well-known things inside of this game. Some of you guys may have only gained a couple of thousand at most, and you are spending things quite quickly. For instance, when you manage to get the broomstick, all of them are 600 gold coins each, and even if that's not the case and you're just using things for materials, potions and stuff like that, you're going to be spending thousands at a time. So making sure that you sell your clothing items before your gear slots fill are extremely important, mainly because this is going to boost up your coins so damn much. At the beginning of the game, I dismantled a lot more than I was meant to and kind of really paid for it a little bit later on, and now I've figured out that actually selling these things are going to make a massive difference for your general currency wealth. While we're talking about gear slots though, when you fill up your gear slots, do be careful looting chests. It does seem to be that some of the items that you are getting from chests are locking inside of them at points, so you can't access it if your gear slots are full, which will essentially mean you're trying to loot a chest and it will lock that item in the chest because your gear slots are full and you can't reopen it. This has only happened to me twice, but in the community I am noticing on Reddit a load of people are talking about this right now, and it does seem to be a really big issue where people are just not having access to certain gear inside of the chest because it's just locking it in. So make sure that you guys are not filling up your gear slots, but if you do want to increase your gear slots, Merlin's trials will give you more gear slot space, by the way. If you go through and do as many of the Merlin trials as you do and you find them, complete them, make sure you keep upgrading, and you will eventually start getting to the point where you unlock more gear slots for your character. Right now I seem to be at a very decent level point in with it, and we have got 24 gear slots, and that's with only the one upgrade. So you can kind of see that with more upgrades in this, it's definitely going to give you guys a lot more of a boost per se in the space of being able to actually hold things. There are, by the looks of things, by completing Merlin trials, there is around 5 upgrades that you should be able to get, and I'm hoping the rest of them are gear slots, as I'm getting close to the second one now. You make sure that you do these Merlin trials as and when you go through, and you can really start to increase the capacity of what you can hold. Now, a really interesting one, which is actually you'd think would be really simple, and the one afterwards actually is exactly the same, but you'd think this one would be really simple, but some people haven't still found this out yet. But you do have the availability for a hood. This seems to be something that's escaping people and they're not really reading the menus. A lot of things are going on inside of this game, so I don't really blame you. But for those people who don't know, if you go onto your cloaks and robes, some of the ones that you have will have a toggle option to put your hood on and off. This is a very easy feature, something that you would think that would stand out quite easily, but a lot of people are missing it. Now, not everything does have it. As you'll see on screen, there are some of these hoods and stuff like that that don't have the availability for it. You don't actually have to have the item itself in the transmog system. You will find that you will be able to alter and have a change in your hood setting. So it is really clever and really helpful for you guys. If you haven't already checked that out, there are obviously a few that don't have it, so if it's not on your screen, don't be confused. Just make sure you get another robe on. And while we're talking about really simple alterations, inside of the map itself, you actually have the option to change to day and night. This is something which is extremely weird, and I never actually realized how that would be the case, but by clicking R3, it will actively give you a day and night cycle. This is not what I thought it would be, as I never saw this before, but if you are out in the general world, you'll be able to go inside of your map and just alter the main day and night cycle. This is pretty damn cool, as you can kind of force into the daytime and force into the nighttime, as you guys will have expected, but you can just wait, and it will say wait here to advance at time from day to night or night to day. Nice little feature for you guys to add in if you haven't seen it already. But these are just some pointers and some tips and some things that have been circulating around the community right now that you may not know about. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Make sure you tune in later on. We've got loads more news coming from this game. I'm really excited to dive into it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate all your faces. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. And as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.